Hey, look, sliding through this bitch, you better add me up. I can never get caught lacking, I keep that semi-tuck. Put my trust in them niggas who try to set me up. I'm from the west, on that side where niggas squabble up. State to state, now the camp cross the state lines. I just want whatever is earned, I know it takes time. Catch a nigga out of bounds on the baseline. Thug love my fine shit, we on FaceTime. Sliding through the city, still bumping nip. Game the nigga up, take a chance in this shit. It's a marathon run, not a sprint. I'm just pacing, I put my all in this shit. Hey, baby, fuckin' with a thug who needs some healing, who really beat the odds, who came a long way from the trenches. Hood nigga tryna touch 7 digits. Niggas pussy ain't standing on business. Me and Bay courtside watching the Lakers. Big knots, Louis V with a fresh ass taper. Fuckin' with my Oakland niggas in them scrapers. I gotta beat the road, babe, I see you later, I miss my nigga Chuck, really dead and gone. I just be bending to the booth when I feel alone. Bad bitch, throw herself trying to claim the throne. What you really have to offer, what you really own. Trust issues, I don't really trust a soul. Niggas ask for handouts, but don't support a nigga at all. Behind closed doors, niggas wanna see me fall. Put them niggas on the bench, they ain't tryna ball. Hey, riding with that fire like I'm rocking FUBU. Niggas tend about a bitch, pussy and they boo-boo. Crashing out about a bitch is what we don't do. Drop 1, gain 2 and keep it peaceful. Slide through this bitch, you better add me up. I can never get caught lacking, I keep that semi-tuck. Put my trust in them niggas who try to set me up. I'm from the west, on that side where niggas squabble up. State to state, now the camp cross the state lines. I just want whatever is earned, I know it takes time. Catch a nigga out of bounds on the baseline. Thug love my fine shit, we on FaceTime.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to Pure Rap Network. We got another installment of our interviews right here, man. We've got a very special guest, someone who I've had on a list of people I want to interview for quite a while now, man. And we finally here. Dope hip-hop artist and entrepreneur straight out of Daygo. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You can say San Diego, but we are Bari Bandz. We got to say Daygo. You feel me?
Daygo.
Man, if you look up the word consistency, you'll probably see a picture of Bari Bandz somewhere around it right there, man. You know what I mean? Pretty much, man, he's been doing a lot, especially in 2026. Definitely got his own brand, IMOBTALK, all the way to his music. Tons of singles, performances, and music videos out this year. He dropped a project earlier this year, Street Therapy, and has another project, Daygo State of Mind, Volume 2, dropping on July 24th, which is also my birthday, by the way.
There you go.
I don't know if you planned this out. I don't know if you knew,
happy
but
early birthday.
Man gave me a birthday present, you know what I mean?
Go,
So,
I got you.
And the album will be out by the time this interview drops as well. So all the links will be in the description. We do the hard work for you. You don't got to go too far. Just click the link in the description. It'll take you to Bari Bandz Instagram, to his Apple Music, Spotify, et cetera, YouTube, any place you can find them. So you could go click and listen to the project. And without further ado, man, we got Bari Bandz.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you for having me, man. Thank you for having me, man.
No, don't do that one.
Oh, my bad. Well,
there we got the summer.
There we go.
First off, man, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. I can't complain, man. How you been?
I'm doing good, bro. First off, I appreciate you taking the time, you know what I mean, coming on the platform,
man,
bro.
Thanks for having me, man. It makes me feel good, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me.
No, I've been tapped in, like, watching, you know what I mean, a lot of your content, the music coming out, especially having people, you know, who, you're with as well, from Be Real, Dom, Frankie True, et cetera, like,
Shout out to
that's
the
been on
camp.
the platform as well. So
Shout out to the camp.
Yeah. So it's always cool to be able to just keep keep it going and being able to connect with everyone as well. And you were someone I've had. I remember, I think last year I had my little list of people who I want to interview. I had you on the top of that. But little things happen with the whole team. It's kind of me doing right now, so I kind of had to take a little step back. And then once the time was right, I was like, yeah, I gotta hit you up.
Perfect timing, man. Perfect timing.
So I appreciate that, man. So we always start off with, I call it off the dome questions. It's pretty much rapid fire, icebreaker, et cetera, before the initial interview. These are just about 4 questions. Kind of get to know you. It could be funny, introspective. Pretty much just a range from everything, but it's not. This one's kind of music related, but a few different things. So a staple question that we have on the podcast, man. Pretty much got a briefcase, and we got 4 categories, right?
Okay.
And in those 4 categories, I'm gonna give you. You can only choose one, and everything else gets deleted.
Okay. Let's do it.
So we got 1 album, 1 TV show, 1 movie, and 1 book. We'll start off with 1 album.
Okay. Like as in, what's my favorite album?
You can only choose 1 album. Like to listen to
outside of my music,
outside
right?
of your music.
Okay.
That's too easy. Outside of your music.
I don't know, man. I've been on a big sad hype right now. Therapy. He's got a good album with that one, Therapy, man. He talks about a lot of real stuff, man. I can relate to what he's going through, minus his drinking and stuff like that. But shout out to him, man. Like, he a real solid dude. I've kicked it with him. I got music with him. Fire. But like I said, Therapy 2. That's
Therapy 2?
Yeah, Therapy 2, yeah.
Okay, for sure. 1 TV show.
TV show. I like Power, man. If we're talking about TV shows, yeah, Power. Power, yeah. Been on that.
It could be anything too. It could be cartoons, whatever. Like there's no.
Man, if we talking about going back to kid days, I like Batman, man. That's one of my movies. Like, if I want to like the cartoon version, I like the adult version, but I like the cartoon version. Go back to my kid days when I'm just, always working and just want to take my mind off of stuff. I watch that.
Hell yeah. 1 movie.
Movie.
This is the one that gets everyone.
So many of them. I like Baby Boy, man. Got to go back to my old roots. You know what I'm saying? Back when they had the big TVs, not the skinny, TVs. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Baby Boy or Boys in the Hood. Baby Boy though. So that's my go-to.
Okay, Baby Boy for sure.
Yeah.
And 1 book.
I've read this 1 book. I ain't read too many, but it's called The Magic, and the book is basically based on showing gratitude. When you show gratitude, bigger things happen to you. For example, like, let's say you might be running late to work and you hit all green lights to make sure that you get to work. Show gratitude, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When people do favors for you, you know what I'm saying, say thank you. When you show gratitude, bigger things happen for you, or people will, appreciate how your mannerism and being thankful for things that they do for you, you know what I'm saying? So they want to be able to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Man, the small things. Right?
Yep, that's what it's all about, small things.
Nah, I feel you, man, on that too. That's something that right there to the green lights. That's a one that you wouldn't even think about too.
For sure.
Like, man, all these green lights, I'm hitting all the green lights, like.
Yeah, man.
Especially when you need it most. But no, I agree with that fully, man. So it's called The Magic.
Yeah, The Magic.
The Magic.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Y'all got to check it out. It's a good book.
Hell yeah.
I probably read that book like 2-3 times front to back.
Most definitely. I'm gonna have to look that one up for sure. So we got the book with 1 album. It was Big Side, Therapy 2.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
Unless you want Batman, for the cartoon.
Yeah.
But we'll give him Power since we can only choose one. So we got Power. 1 movie, Baby Boy.
Yeah.
And The Magic. How you feeling with that briefcase right there, man?
That's good.
That's good?
Yes, sir.
For sure,
That's
man.
a good one for sure.
All right, so our next question is, would you rather, so this one's a little deeper. Would you rather live your life regretting the past or never be satisfied?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Shout out to my coworker for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
he asked me that the other day. I said, "Well, I'm gonna use that."
I don't know, because sometimes I don't never regret the past because it made me who I am, I guess. So I'm gonna have to say with never satisfied, because I'm never satisfied. I know I just talked about that book, showing gratitude. I'm thankful for things, but we're gonna keep the ball rolling. Just like even when people are like, man, you dropping music every week or every other week. Like, man, you going crazy. It's like, I need to drop more because I know artists that's dropping in the studio, knocking out albums day in and day out. So I say never satisfied.
Most definitely never satisfied. Yeah, I chose that one too. What do you feel like is one thing people complain about too much these days?
Just where they're at in life, you know. It's a balance, you know. Obviously, you got control over your destiny, but you also gotta, you know, understand when you water your plants, let your plants grow. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So I would go with that.
When you water your plants, let your plants grow.
You know what I'm saying? You can take care of it, fertilize it, but you also gotta let God do His work and let Him grow.
Fully agree, man. You gotta put that on the shirt. That's a good one.
Hey, fun fact: a lot of people don't know. Like I'm a green thumb. Like I grow my crops and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm into all that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of so the last question of the my rapid fire was pretty much outside of music. Was something that
That's
you like
what
to do
I like
for fun?
to do for sure. I like to grow my own crops. I got 8 beds. I've grown watermelon. I've grown kale, onions, bell peppers, chili peppers. Excuse me. Tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, potatoes.
Bro, got a whole farm.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
For sure, yeah.
Especially in this day and age, you know.
Yeah, man.
A lot
you know,
of
it's a lot of bull going on. So, you know, are we allowed to cuss on here?
Oh, yeah. You
Okay.
know.
But it's a lot of, you know, bullshit going on, what they putting in our food. So
Right.
we got to be big on learning to at least learn to grow your own crops.
No, man, that's dope, bro. Do a lot of people know that about you?
People that are close to me, yeah,
Okay, for sure.
they know that.
Yeah.
You know, I talk about it all the time, or like,
Yeah.
you know, they crack jokes and be like, hey, what kind of plant is this? Or what kind of, you know, vegetable or fruit is this? And I be knowing the answer.
Yeah, and people joke, but hey, at the end of the day, bro, like,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean?
Health is wealth, man.
Right. And true, that's like a big thing, like as far as our ancestors and stuff like that too, you know, it's like I think it's a lost kind of, you know, thing as far as agriculture and you know, things like that, being able to
Plus, like I said, it's just fun learning
live off the land, you know.
Learning something different than what your environment teaches you. You know what I'm saying? Like really learning this is God's work. You know what I mean? And
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Take care of your body and stuff like that.
Damn, that's dope. Do you see yourself like doing that, like, you know, your later years?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Like when I get to a certain part in life, you know what I'm saying? I want to buy a bunch of land and start growing my own crops. Get my certification for agriculture, and really like do like little Saturday markets. I haven't really had time, but when I do have some more time, I want to do that and just kind of come up with my own clothing brand and things of that nature.
That's dope, bro. Damn, I had another question that just like totally. You ever had that happen to you? It's just like
yeah, man. It's like right there, and I just
like,
lost it.
What was I even about to say right
now?
That's what I was gonna say. Have you been seeing anything about like the lab grown meat that they're gonna be putting out?
Oh yeah, man. I've been seeing all that, and it's just crazy. I mean, like it's on my timeline too. You know?
Mine too.
So like I always tell people like, be careful what you feed your phone or Instagram, because obviously your algorithm will show you that stuff. So when I'm watching like different things on how you grow your crop, because there's different ways how you go about it. I get a lot of things like it's called parasites. Because you can eat healthy, lose weight, but you still got to kill the parasites. You know what I'm saying? So right. I see a lot of that on my timeline. I'm watching a lot of that, and they tell you like this, watch out for these places, or I'm into fasting too. Different types of fasting, whether it's you want to do 16 hours, water fast, fruit fast, veggie fast, don't eat for 72 hours, you name it, Right. I'm into that too, because that's what kills the parasites, you know what I mean? We can get all in depth with that, but
I'm
like I'm down Nazi when it comes to that type of stuff.
So. My mom used to put me on all that, like growing up, bro. So,
herbs, just understanding like fruit will clean you out, flush you out. Herbs will heal you, and man, and sleep also. People always talk about, we don't need sleep. Nah, you need sleep.
Right.
Sleep is one of the most important things. As much as if you're a person that work out, you gotta sleep. You get rest. let your body heal and stuff. So.
Right, muscle recovery.
Yeah,
because you need all that. That's how you're gonna build your muscle and stuff like that too. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Yeah, no, that's cool to know. Like,
yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And I liked having those conversations because, especially like in our culture and our environments and stuff. Everything around us. From the pipes to the to the fast food that's around. Everything that they put in, vegetables and everything. So it's cool to be able to have those conversations, and someone could be watching this right now and be like, damn, like
I ain't know that. Here's another fun fact. Even these waters,
yeah, that's true.
they ain't good for you. You know what I mean? If you guys want to know what's the perfect water to drink, it's coconut water. It's called H3O2. That's real water that'll help you stay hydrated and stuff like that. But obviously, take what you can.
Right.
Get,
and we got the microplastics too, so that's another thing.
Glass
I'm
bottle.
trying to get away from it, but
it's all good. We working with what we can. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Also, I'm gonna add one more before we move on to the next question. I talked about this on our podcast, and I asked BZ Beats this last week.
Shout out to BZB too.
Yeah.
Keys to the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
got the whole camp on there. I ain't gonna go in depth with all the names because I might forget some names.
It's a long list.
It's a long list. All the artists that did that. You did your thing, BZ.
Yeah, that one was huge, man. Make sure to check out that interview. You know what I mean? It'll be at the very end. When all the video little pop up, click that one. Last interview, click that one. No, but I was talking about this on the podcast. There's a certain company that's going to be releasing humanoid robots.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah. So,
but I'm seeing like Wimby and all these different things. So, or when I pull up to like a grocery store, you see like now they got the checkout. I actually was I was actually
Korean barbecue spots.
I was catching a flight last Friday, and when I was in the airport, I seen like now they got a machine making coffee.
Oh.
So they got all these things taking out jobs and stuff like that.
So this one's like a real look like one of us.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
like
say
this,
look like us, but it's like a robot.
But like that's my hands. Like when I say look like I mean like that. Like but not physically, but. Like it's gonna help. It could be your assistant, help you do dishes, help you do laundry and shit like that. Like, would you have one of those in your house? Would you?
I'm not too big on it, but when I reach a certain status, maybe have it for like protection, like like watching outside my house or something like that. I got ringers all around my house and stuff. So
right.
Nowadays you can't. Nowadays, we're in survival mode, so it's like people need to learn. Like even myself, I'm doing it slowly, but having food for any weird ass days, or having water, or having ammunition, to protect yourself and your family, because it's getting cold out here in these streets for sure.
Nah, you're not wrong, bro. Yeah, man. So that's a rapid fire questions. So going into you, your career, things that you got going. Tell us about your upbringing, man. Where you come from, and what was your relationship with music growing up?
I mean, music was always a part of me. I grew up with a family that, shout out to Black Fog, shout out to Young G. These are older cats, the list goes on, that was in the music world. So, I kind of grew up like East County, Spring Valley area.
Okay.
Back and forth with that. And up growing, parents was, had me heavy in sports, keep me, off the streets, but also, being around my cousins and stuff, kind of I played both sides of the fence. So, I knew both worlds, obviously, shout out to my cousin, just always knowing I was going to be a star one day. So he always made sure he kept my mind right, kept my squabbles up, and, just understanding, like, when you're in the streets, just know how to move and understand you can get it on your own and respect the streets. Don't ever act like you too cool for it or too good for it. You know what I'm saying? Just understand what you in it and what you getting out of it, and keep it pushing.
Hell yeah. What sports did you play growing up?
Basketball, football, and track.
Okay, dope. Do you follow like any sports now? You following basketball? You following football?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a basketball fanatic, man. Okay, I mean, if you don't know, you know. You better ask around about. My real name is Jabari, but if you ask anybody, they'll be like, "Oh, Bari, that who? You talking about?" I was a real, legend out here in the street for hooping, for sure.
For sure.
For sure. And I ain't lying. So if you ever still want to hoop, we can line it up. I still got
Anybody
it.
call you out? You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you guys did the All-Star game too, right?
Yeah. Actually, shout out to B&B. We shout out to the team. Like I said, you'll meet my boy Eddie Mack. That's how we met, playing in the celebrity game. Me and B, had a good game. We dropped 30 each. Ended up winning the game, playing the youngsters too. That some play college, some play pro basketball.
You're showing them up, like
Hey, one thing I can toot my horn is about basketball.
That's fire, bro. That's fire, bro.
Definitely that.
dropping 30 is no joke too. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care where you are, you know, like whatever level, 30 is 30, you know what I mean? I want to ask, who's your team though?
Lakers.
Laker
for sure. Laker fan for sure. You know, come on now.
Hey, LeBron, you know what I mean? If you're watching this, no.
I'm a LeBron fan too, but you know,
LeBron,
Lakers.
come home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was Lakers. I think he's gonna go back to Cleveland though.
You think it's going back to Cleveland?
I think so. Him and Kyrie. I feel like it.
Oh, you think Kyrie's gonna go? You're gonna make a trade for
I
him?
hope so. That'll be
I don't
smart.
see that happening.
Yeah,
bro.
you think he's gonna go to Golden State?
Nah, he going to Miami.
What's I about to say? What's I about to say? What's my answer? I said I'm okay. I'm gonna
Bro,
let
think
you.
about that though. The lineup, bro. We got Giannis, Bam, Wiggins, Davion Mitchell. We need that guy right there. We need LeBron. You know what I mean? It's our playmaker, facilitator.
I mean, you can give hope, but he ain't going to Miami.
Damn.
Because you know he don't like.
He not letting me have nothing.
He don't like. What's the manager? Damn, I can't even think of his name.
Oh, Pat Riley.
Pat Riley. Pat Riley took his cookies from him, so you know that was
I
personal.
forgot about that.
He ain't going back there. That's why he left.
Yeah, I could see Warriors though, as far as like, because I think he's supposed to be doing a documentary or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's funny. Lakers though, you guys got a squad coming up like this year with a lot of guys. What they call it, the Snowtime Lakers.
Exactly. As I said, we'll see. We'll see.
Good players though. What's his name? Kessler, the center.
Yeah. We got a nice little pickup.
Yeah,
We got a nice little pickup.
You guys got some dollars. But yeah, man. So who were some people you were listening to growing up? Like, you know, artists. Were you acting more with like San Diego, or was it kind of just?
I mean, I always supported San Diego. I'm just a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like basketball. I was a good point guard, man. I love trying to help put people in the right position the same way they do it. You know, they do it with me. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, after that whole no jumper thing had happened, it brought a lot of us together. You know what I mean? So I just do what I can. I don't gotta worry too much because I don't bang, so I don't gotta worry too much about politics and shit. Right. So I just kind of do my thing and just try to connect the dots like how I can.
Hey, that's dope.
Yeah.
Who were some of your inspirations like growing up?
As far as out here, my cousin Black Fall, you know, he's from East Daygo Mob. You know, just when you know the culture of gang banging, it's really, you know, you just got to know where people are from. You know, they basically do the same thing, just in different sections and stuff like that. And, you know, like I said, my cousin, when he started getting into music, he started hanging around with a lot of people from different sets, and he's, you know, realized that. So, you know, I was more a standoffish person. Though.
Okay.
So when I started kind of watching him do his thing and see how he knew how to maneuver and explain things to me, I just kind of understood, like, okay, like, I'm going to be me regardless. I don't need to be nothing extra. I don't need to, you know, be a tough guy or nothing like that. I'm going to just be me, and people fuck with that more than anything. Yeah. I think what mess with people a lot is, like, you're trying to be trying to be something you're not.
That's a fact.
And then you end up in a situation where it's like, you know, you talking about shit getting sticky. You know, now you're in a sticky situation. Now stand on what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you're definitely going to be tested.
So I just be, you know, very, you know, cautious of who I associate myself with, especially where I'm at in today's world. I got a lot to lose. Yeah. I mean, I don't really hang around with people that just ain't on the right track. Or if I see you trying to get on the right track, I'll try to help you with whatever I can.
Yeah, especially if you see someone putting that effort in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially nowadays with the, you know, the phones, you know, you see a lot of stuff happen, you know, locations, you know, put out, let's see you in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just, you know, I feel you 100% on that. And it's good to see too. I feel like that's one thing that you kind of spoke on a little bit, because I felt like at one point there was, because like I have nothing to do with no streets, nothing either. So I'm far. I'm pretty sure you could tell, but
it's all good. but we still
no, fully.
That's
what I'm saying.
You
Yeah, I got cousins and stuff like that too. So I've already been knowing. But like you said, the politics. But it's cool to see. I feel like San Diego hip hop scene now, because since I started this channel, that's kind of when I started kind of getting tapped in and starting to network and meeting a lot of different people. You know, from all different type of artistry as well. So seeing a lot more collaborations and, you know, shows, you're starting to see, you know, lineups on shows. I felt like before it was always the same names, same people. Yeah. And now it's like you're starting to see more of like, nah, bro, there's so much talent out here.
Bro.
And
I'm loving it too, because, you know, I was in I never really get too caught up in rankings and all that. It's a blessing when I am on it, but I just be like, all right, I'm not on that. I just got to work hard. I just got to work harder. Okay, I got to put it in their face. I got to, you know, do the things that I got to do. And, you know, and I got good people around me. I got a good team around me. Like I said, when I was kind of like, I'm not a gang member, but I'm a street cat.
Right.
We ain't going to get all in depth with that. But
no, that's real.
when I had to learn to transition to being a street cat, you're low key. You're not always on a camera. Right. So when I had to learn to get on the camera, I had to learn to adjust to like being a businessman, start like really reading things, reading emails, and and then I started being like, you know what? I'm gonna start surrounding myself around these type of people. Right. Because these type of people are trying to help me, not just use me, you know? Mm-hmm. So when I started getting around the right people, I started like, I'm a sponge. So if I don't know something, I'm not gonna be afraid to ask. I'm gonna try to apply it that right when you say it. Or when I have a situation to do it, I'm gonna try to apply what people, help me with and stuff. And
that's how you learn too, like showing humility. You know what I mean? And different, especially in areas that you're not too familiar, but someone is able to get the expertise. And when people are able to, give the game back as well, instead of holding it and trying to let you just swim, see if it can throw you in the deep end. It's like,
I mean, there's been situations where I've been on that too, but it made me who I am. But like I said, like, I had a father figure. I ain't gonna sit there and say just my cousin, but when it came to just, when you're in the rap world, it's a lot of politics. It's a lot of street shit. It's a lot of, hate. You just got to know how to like not get too involved in that. Like, I've made mistakes where, like, my team has been like, or you can't get involved with this. I'm like, well, my people's is this. Let them get in trouble because you got to realize you the one posting flyers where you at. They're not. So I had to understand that. It took me a little minute to understand that because, like I said, I ain't never really been scared of nothing. But
and
you also got to think
shows,
you don't want to be a artist that people are scared to book because you always got drama, So it's still a business. So you got to know who you have in your circle, like who you can bring around and who you can't bring around, and things of that nature.
That's a great point, bro. That's a great point. And that's definitely like something that, a lot of people, especially if they're going to be starting off or depending on where they come from, definitely need to hear that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
That's what, like I said, that's why I like these podcasts and even in my music, I got a variety of music. I try to like give game, obviously be on some player shit, get some money, hustle, motivate, invest, flip, you save. I try to just switch feelings, love, hurt, I try to just be in different lanes. I ain't gonna really be on no drill, stand over a motherfucking shooter. I don't want that type of crowd.
Right.
I don't want that type of crowd fans to come see me.
Right. Not good.
And there ain't no disrespect to anybody, but you always want to try to just give a different, show that you got different variety of music.
Yeah, you gotta evolve. And like you said,
even country, if I can get a dope ass country singer and they want me to get on a country trap beat kind of, where it can kind of correlate both, I love to get in that because there's so many different lanes that you can go. You don't always have to be a product of your own environment. You can get over here where these country people are, where I'm seeing Moneybag. He look like those are more his favorite shows. You know what I mean? You don't got to worry about nobody trying to rob you or nothing like that. They just there to see them.
Damn, that's a fact.
So that opened my eyes too. Like you gotta just try a variety of different music.
Right, because you want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? You go into a show too. You want to, like, especially if you're just a regular guy coming in to see. I'm like, I'm trying to be comfortable going there.
You want to be comfortable, but again, you want to be somebody that they can book. They don't want to be like,
we
can't book him because it's too much drama with him.
Yeah, and then you're losing out on money also. You know what I mean? And seeing where you can take it,
sure,
going through that direction. So when was the moment you turned this into a music or want to make a career out of music?
I've been doing music for about, I say, 8 years, but seriously, like on a serious note, probably like 4 years ago.
4 years ago, wow.
Like, cause shout out to, I'm gonna say it again, shout out to my homie Delane, shout out to my boys back in Oregon, Dirt Squad and them, man. Like I said, I was in the streets heavy, having, because I was blown up, having the nice cars, wearing the jewelry. And so some of the people that I was trying to put them in position to be like, hey bro, like, do this, have a business, do this, do that. They fell in love with the money and the girls and then lost it. And I was kind of focused on who I was trying to be. Then it turned into hate, where I was beefing with people all the time and, fighting with people. And then like, they were like, hey bro, like if we don't charge you to get in the studio, which I had the money for it, but it was just, they had love for me. They were like, bro, if we can get you off the streets and you just focus on music and we can get you shows outside of here, like, will you take it serious? And I was like, yeah, man, like, yeah, I'll definitely take it serious. So they started doing it, and like I said, I'm a person that shows, it goes back to the book I read, The Magic Showing Gratitude. So when I seen opportunities that people were trying to help me, I took advantage of it.
Oh.
I really took advantage of it.
Damn, that's dope too. When did you feel like you started to see it kind of like, okay, like we're making noise,
Last year.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I went on my first tour. Like I said, shout out to Stunner Girl. Shout out to DJ Gutter Butter. That was one of my booking agents. Shout out to Big Sad. Like, I went on like a 7 show tour with them. And I started building my relationships with them. I mean, not Stunner Girl, but DJ Gutter Butter and Big Sad. And, the game that they were giving me, because like I said, I'm like a sponge. I'm asking questions like, hey, so how, I become an artist, how you do this, how you do that? And they were just like, bro, like, make music, bro. Make music and push out content. You know what I'm saying? And just trust the process. Some days you're going to feel feel every emotion. Some days when you feel like that, just take a little break, but just get right back to it. And since last year, I just kept doing it. And as I started getting more deeper into the music world, where I'm like, bigger shows and seeing how the business aspect, people always trying to get over on you or whatever. I started learning, like, slowing down and started, like, really paying attention and understanding what this rap game is, you know what I mean? Because the fun part for me is making the music.
Yeah.
The part that's stressful is being around a lot of fake industry shit, for sure. But you have to have patience.
Okay.
You have to learn, like, just like riding a bike, you fall, get back up.
Just how to navigate it all.
Because it's a lot of people that feel entitled or think that they could play with you, and that's the street mentality where I'll be like, I'll be ready to fold a motherfucker. But I just gotta understand it's just learning, you know, and just know how to maneuver off of that. Or like I said, like, you charge me for a show, your big artist want to use one of my mics and shit, I'm gonna charge you $250. So then they go, oh, you gonna charge me when you do the show? Well, hey, you charging me for the show, I'm trying to make my money back. Right. So you just gotta be a shark in there, in the water. You know what I mean? Can't be a little fish. You can't be scared. You gotta speak your mind and know what you're talking about. Yeah. So it's like, did you see a difference from before when you didn't really know too much about the business than when you started to know it? Hell yeah, I spent hella money. I spent hella money like doing that and not understanding. And then once I started realizing like, oh, I could sell tickets. Like, I didn't know that. I'm just paying up front just to get my name out there. But then when I found out I could sell tickets, you know, because I'm a hustler. Yeah. You know, I go out there, you know, go out there for a day early. I always try to, because you never know what happens in life. You want to get there a day before. I get there a day before, go outside, politic, you know, touch the people. Hey, I'm an artist, this is that. Because they see you on stage, which is cool. But when you go out and actually touch the people and, you know, give a couple free tickets or, you know, just chop it up, take pictures with them and stuff like that. Like them small towns like Iowa, Utah, those are the places you want. Wyoming, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Those are the places you really want to hit first because these are people that they're from a small town. They ain't really got nothing to do. They love the hip hop culture. Right. So when you do those shows, like, everybody comes and then they remember you. Oh, that's right. Also, there ain't that many black people out there. Right. So when you somebody that stand out, they gonna remember you. And that's dope. I got people from Idaho right now to this day still asking me, when you coming back? When you coming back? So, that's dope as hell. Yeah, bro. Yeah, them smaller towns is where it's at for sure. I be seeing the post about your shows too. Like, them shits be going up too. Yeah, like, I just dropped rocking the stage for sure. I just dropped a post of one of my shows today. Actually, it was like a little throwback, but. Man, shout out to my team and shout out to everybody that's there to help support and just let me be the artist. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for them. You know what I mean? How do you the people behind the scenes? How do you like performing? Like, you know what I mean? I love it, man. How do you feel when you're on the stage? I love it, and you learn every time. Like, it's okay to go up there and it's like sports. You watch film after you're done. Some shows you'll rock the crowd. Some shows it's a little tougher crowd. Yeah. And you just got to learn from it. Where I understand when I perform, I already know like the songs I'm doing is gonna get them hype. But it's about making sure they remember your name. Pull your phones out. I go by the name of Bari Bandz, BARIBANDZ, not a S. Pull your phones out for me. Pull your phones out. You know, when you do shit like that, then that's when they remember you. You know what I mean? They remember you from that.
Yeah, plus they got the video too. Then I'm like, oh yeah, that's good.
And that's another way how you get these other like businesses to book you, because you know when they see you rock the crowd and you're promoting a business or whatever, that's the business aspect. You got to understand. They be like, hey, we want to book you for another show. Okay, bet. What you trying to do? Oh, hypothetically, I'm giving you an example.
Okay.
They be like, oh, I'm charging $650. We want $650 from you. You go, you do your homework. Go look at how they selling their tickets for. Okay, they selling it for $30. Nah, I give it to you. Let's do $350, $375. Because then we can both make money. Because not only am I gonna make money for you, I'm promoting your business, your club, or your venue, and we're gonna collab, and I'm gonna get some photos. We're gonna get pictures of everything. So, this is what I demand, and this is what I can get you back.
Right.
Some people, they go with it. Some people don't. But lately, people have been with it.
Going with it. Yeah, yeah. That's dope though. So it's starting to turn that corner.
Mm-hmm. And it's also understanding what you gonna bring to the table.
Right.
Because like I said, because the business aspect of these venues, they just want your money.
True.
If you know what you're talking about and what you're demanding, and they see in your portfolio, which is your Instagram, I tell people this too. Like, drop music, bro. Like, if you're not dropping music, you're not a real artist to me. You sitting in the vault, man, that could be that one hit wonder, you know what I mean?
That's a fact, man.
And when you drop music and people come to check out your work, they want to see your catalog. It's just like a resume, you know what I'm saying? If you got music that you're dropping consistently, your YouTube is filled with music videos and content. Now it's TikTok too, so you got to get your TikTok active. You know what I mean? If they go and check your resume and they see that you got everything going,
right.
You sit down at the table and they ask you questions. It's like, okay, you demanding this, but I already got a team to do all this. I'm already doing all this. You know what I'm saying? So now the ball is in your court where you can demand what you want or how you can work together or get a deal or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, that's fire. Yeah, when you're able to generate those numbers too, and then knowing your worth.
Yeah, for sure.
What I mean? It's a huge thing.
For sure.
Like not going in and be like, nah, I'm not taking anything. Like I know what I can do.
I ain't signing no record label, but I'll do a distribution though.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Distribution is they want to work with you. Record labels, they just want to fuck you over, give you advance money.
Right,
You a nigga that's from the hood. They ain't, mom and dad ain't had that much money.
Right.
So they give you all this money and you don't know what to do with it, and you go and buy a chain or go and buy a house, or people are asking you for stuff. So then when you like, I actually really heard this from Skrilla Baby. He was saying like, when these record labels give you money, they should give you a program to learn how to spend your money wisely. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I fully agree with that.
I know once I give me a distribution, I got a couple of distributions looking at me. One of my people's on my team, he actually works for a distribution, man. Shout out to him. He like to be low key, but he works for a distribution, so he's the one that tells me, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. Like, let's go over what you did for the last 6 months. This is how many streams you got. This is the goal that we're trying to hit by the end of the year. This is that. So just try to stay active with.
But congrats on that though.
Thank you.
That's big.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? We gotta press that, man.
Yeah.
So how do you feel too about, like, especially now doing more performances and doing more shows, making the song? I think I seen this on Dream Channels when they asked this before, like making the song or performing it.
Yeah.
How do you feel like what the?
It's like going to practice, You go and work on the song, and then when you go put it out and for everybody to hear it and they going crazy, it's like, damn, like, because I remember, like, there was times I threw my music on Daygo TV and people were like, oh, the chorus is hard, but they got to work on their verse, or, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all about learning. And now,
TV comments,
and now,
they'll
you
tell
know
you
what
the
I'm saying? But now they just like, oh, he hard, or they hard. Like, they going crazy, and I'm being on different Daygo TVs and collabing with them, or they reaching out to me to collab. So shout out to all the Daygo platforms, man. Like, for real, like, they helping us get exposure how we supposed to. And yeah, man, I'm just learning, like I said, the marketing aspect, and it's crazy to see, like, a song that you're basically creating from your phone, and then putting it on a mic and then putting it out for the world to hear. Right. it's a blessing because, like I said, music is the key to our heart. Food and music.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So when it's like they hear your voice and they bobbing to your, or playing or reposting with your music, it's like that's what keep me going.
Right.
So
yeah, music's definitely one of those universal languages. Like at any point, you can play that one song and it'll bring you right back to that time.
That's
when you feel, you feel something. It was whatever it was, from a breakup to. You know what I mean? A good time. You was on vacation, whatever it is. Like, you play that one song and you're like, damn, that shit transported me back over here.
Or people comment and be like, bro, you get me through this day with this song.
Exactly.
There was a couple songs where I'm like, damn, I don't even like this song. But if you like it, then cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of times it's always a song that you don't like that people like.
That's true. Yeah, you hear that. Yeah, I hear a lot of artists say that.
Yeah, I've learned that.
But it's good to just drop it. Because like you said, you never know. Like,
that could be the one.
Right.
The ones that you think is the one might not be the one.
Right.
You can't dictate that.
That's true.
It's what they like.
Hell yeah. Because I think it's a good relationship, making music for you.
Yeah.
But also, when you do, like you said, get that, fan experience of someone telling you, like, man, this song right here, that song that like you said, you might not like. It's like, it's good to be able to have that good relationship where it's like, you like, I'm making these records, this is coming from me, but having someone that might totally relate to it on a different level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For real. And even as artists, you know what I'm saying, I just learned too, like for me, when I get in the studio, I really try to learn the science of it because like I said, like it's a science to it, like from your flow to the beat that you choose. And once you learn that science, bro, it's like they ain't gonna have no choice but you can keep acting like you don't like it, but they gonna like it. So it's perfecting your craft just like like sports. Learn how to shoot, learn how to dribble, learn how to, be a football player, catch, just like everything. You got to learn the
fundamentals.
Craft.
Yeah, the fundamentals. That's a fact. Tell us about your brand, man. IMOBTALK.
Yeah, IMOBTALK ENT. Yeah, man. I got a website. I actually just picked up some more shirts. I got some rhinestone stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit more expensive, but I got hats on the way. I'm just trying to build my brand, man, because like I said, people I've learned, I got you. Once it come in, but people love having a piece of something of you. You know what I'm saying? And like one thing I've learned, I'm just being around the people that support me is like people rock with you first. They rock with you. They rock with Bari Bandz before the rapper.
Right.
They fuck with me. So when you get out there and touch the people, whether it's one person, two people, three people, they're gonna stick with you, man. So yeah, that's why I came up with my brand, just so I could give them, my clothing line. And shout out to, my boy. He like to be under the, radar. But shout out to B too. Just be real. You know what I mean? He's been in my corner and just was like, bro, when I'm trying to get out the streets, he was like, hey, bro, selling merch is the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So flip that. So as soon as he told me, I did it like the next day. Went to start coming up with my clothing, my logo, and started doing that, and I've been dropping merch for forever, but seriously good quality stuff since last year. But I've been dropping merch forever, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing the sweatsuits and everything. Yeah, like, it's just looking fly. I'm gonna have to cop me one of those for sure. Yeah, I was seeing a Be Real. I want to buy that. I need to go back. Is that LSP with the Pacers and like
he going
team?
crazy. He going crazy.
Like, yo, I need to give me that. I need to hit him up. Yeah, I need to get that one.
Shout out to B though, man.
Not for real. Yeah, shout out to Be Real. They're doing the thing. Yeah, and they got the Backyard Boogie 3.
August 2nd. Make sure you pull up. I got them tickets too, so we going up.
Get yourself a ticket, bro.
Every year is getting better.
Support.
Don't wait till it's too late.
Right. For real. Yeah, I already got my tickets, so I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go.
Sure.
And so you got a project. Well, this will be out already. So Daygo State of Mind, Volume 2. Man, tell us about the project and first, how did you even come up with that series of, or wanting to continue in that with Volume 2?
It just was perfect timing, man. Like, Daygo State of Mind 2 is basically just, the life of Daygo. So it's all vibes, you know what I'm saying? We about to turn up, have fun and stuff like that. So I just, that was my first album I've ever dropped. So I've been dropping music like crazy. And I was like, man, I need to get back to Daygo State of Mind too. So a lot of my, I drop on Friday. I got hella music videos, content that's going to show you the life of just being in Daygo.
Is that a big rollout of being out here right now?
Shit, I've been out, man. I've been coming back and forth.
Well, yeah, you have been coming back.
Yeah,
forth,
for a
I'm
little
tripping.
while,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, man, it's just a whole rollout of everything that I've done here. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good project though for sure.
What's the track time looking like, or like how many tracks you got on that?
I got 10.
10?
Yeah,
You excited for this one?
bro, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And it's like the more you make music, the more you understand. Like I used to be nervous dropping albums because I'm like, man, they might not like it, but when you put in the work, your work gonna speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that. I'm actually like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got about 4 albums ready.
Oh, you ready to go?
Yeah, man. I just try to stay ahead, bro. I understand. Like I said, I've been in rooms with other artists where I'm like, damn, like, bro, I'm thinking I'm working hard. You knocking out
Yeah.
8 songs in a day, like, you know. So I'm like, you know, shout out to like Oso, shout out to Big Sad. I've been in the studio with these guys and watched them like really like make me feel like I'm not working hard.
Damn.
You know, so shout out to them.
It's cool though that you're able to. It's like be inspired by that though.
Yeah.
Keep the work rate up. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Instead of the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm never satisfied. So
Right. We're talking
it
about
helps. It helps with my anxiety when it's like, okay, well, if I know I'm having anxiety, it's either one or two things. I'm overworking, so I know to relax, and then 2, I feel like I'm not working hard enough. So let me go ahead and get in the studio and work on something. I try to at least like 4 days out of the week. I try to get in the studio or write something, like make a song, like 3 hours.
Damn.
You know, even if I don't finish the song, 3 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you also been going crazy like 2026 in general.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, because like I said in the intro, countless amount of singles, music videos,
Yeah,
performances. About to have a second project. Like I said, by the time I'll probably end up having this out by Sunday.
Yeah.
Which for the album will be out. Links in the description, all that good stuff. But so that's 2 projects in this year. You said you got damn near 4 ready to go.
Street Therapy 2.
Is there one coming
Letter
in
to
winter
the Bitches
time,
2.
or-
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have something for the winter.
Okay, for sure.
That'll
You
be.
heard it here.
Yeah, that'll be like I usually try to drop like around my birthday. So my birthday is January 9th. So I try to drop around that time in the winter time. That'll probably be like Street Therapy 2.
Okay.
That's a real like, you know, vulnerable, lyrical album. I like that project too. So
Hell yeah, that's fire, bro. And man, I pretty much always wrap up with 2 more questions.
Yeah.
So what's next for Bari Bandz? That's where you could talk about things that you come. Obviously, you got the album that's gonna be dropping. What else you got going on?
I'm just gonna keep the ball rolling and, you know, let God do His work. You know what I'm saying? And I try to just, like I said, I'm big on trying to help other artists get where they can. If I can. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but if I can, I'm trying to help other people get in other rooms, man.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I said, that book, The Magic, showing gratitude, looking out. You know, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? As you learning the game, make sure you teaching these youngins how to, you know, do it too, because they lost out here. Your social media teaching them to do dumb shit, crash out, and then they not built for it. You know what I mean? I don't know anybody, like me personally, I ain't trying to go to jail. So, you know, I try to, so I know if I try not to go to, if I stay busy and have a direction, then, you know what I mean, I don't got to worry about it. I got a couple artists, you know, out in Oregon, some in LA, that, you know, like when I have shows and whatnot, if it's in their region, I try to like, hey, you want to get on the stage? So they can see it for themselves, and then be like, that's my motivation to keep making music and stay out the streets.
Hell yeah, that's real, bro. That's real. And what can we expect? That's another one too. Yeah. What can we expect from Daygo State of Mind too, moving forward?
Vibes, man. Vibes, real Cali-like. You know what I'm saying? Like real vibes. You know what I mean? You got a lot of like, you know, like I said, fly shit, player shit, get money shit. Just something that you can ride to, whether it's night or day. You know, a lot of times, you know, I got songs where it's like, these are cool, I can listen to these, whatever. But I want some shit that I can listen to, you know, when I wake up, some shit that I can listen to at night when I'm driving home or late night or something. Yeah. Just vibes. The Daygo State of Mind album is vibes. All
vibes, man. Yeah. I'm excited to hear that, bro. I'm definitely gonna tap into that one. Also, who you got? Any features on the project? Shout out the producers too.
I got Lil Bean, Go Get It on there. I got Hood Trophy Bino on there. I got B Real on there.
Fire.
Dom Roy on there. D Nasty on there. Shout out to D Nasty too.
They
National
just
City.
dropped the
Came a
music
long
video
way,
too,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, music videos on the way.
on the
but
way. Okay,
we
I saw
dropped
the
the song.
snippets, yeah.
Yeah, but shout out to D Nasty, man. Real stand up guy. Real solid person for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope, man. And also, what message would you like to share to the world?
Man, if you want something, man, it takes time, man. It starts with a vision, you know what I'm saying, and then you got to put in the work. You know, don't let nobody tell you that whatever idea that you're trying to do won't work. You know, I've been through that. So if you believe in something and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it, and don't make excuses, but understand that it doesn't happen overnight. Chase that dream, man, because the system is trying to teach you to work jobs, and I don't disrespect anybody that work no job 100, because jobs is what's in. Nowadays people want to just post their bodies or whatever, but I respect people that hard workers and really do it the right way. Right. Just keep working hard, man, and don't give up on yourself.
100%. And yeah, man, work that job. That's what I'm doing. You get that money invested back and invest it back. You know what I mean? Man. That's that. Like, how else you gonna? You know what I mean?
But also make sure while you working that job, you trying to set a goal for yourself to work for yourself too.
Facts. So yeah, don't get stuck.
You don't want to work. You don't want to work for somebody for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes you want to be like, grab your manager and just.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not watching this now.
And that's why, like I said, it took me a minute to build myself, because I just never was a person that can, follow I followed directions, but it just was like, I don't like how certain people talk to me or take their job too seriously to feel like they're entitled to talk to me any type of way. You know what I mean? So I built myself to get into this position for sure. No,
that's a fact, bro. Hey, first off, bro, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. This was fun for surely. Yeah. For surely. Thank you.
Now we gotta do this again. Also, too, let me know, man, because I did it with something I want to start doing. But I can also talk about it off camera too. But I did one I do a lot of album reviews sometimes,
okay.
Like every now and then. But it'll be like whatever like big albums are dropping.
Yeah.
But I recently did one early in the year with BHTK with his other project that
I know who BHTK is. He's actually gonna be at Backyard Boogie.
Yeah. Super dope. We did a live experience, like album experience. Listened to his album. He was
album release party basically.
Yeah,
album release.
It was just him and Cino, his videographer. But listen to the full album from top to bottom, and maybe it's kind of like an interview, but listen to the project as we go too,
and then talk about it.
It'd be dope to do something like that.
Let me know. I'm here for a month, so before I start moving around for some more music stuff, so just let me know. I'm free. This is what I do. So
most definitely,
just let me know that day, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Surely. Appreciate you, man.
Bro.
Thank you.
Once again, Pure Rap Network, Bari Bandz. All the links will be in the description. Apple Music, Spotify, follow them on Instagram. We do the hard work for you. You don't got to click. You don't got to type. Actually, you do got to click. You don't got to type. You're going to do nothing. Just click the link in the description, all that good stuff. If you like what you hear, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's the rest, man. Once again, Pure Rap Network, hype button. Let's go. We out of here, buddy. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. That was dope, bro.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, bro. For surely.